Hi, my name is Chris Blake, and I'm one of a number of volunteers for the Ugandan Rural Fund. We're here at this Nazareth Children's home in Masaka, Uganda. It's part of the Ugandan Rural Fund, as orphanages go, of which there's many in Uganda. This is a good one. There, however, is one feature of it which is a dangerous sort of matter, and it needs fixing right away. Over to this building here, which is a good building that's relatively safe, and the girls live in this. However, the boys live in this. Comings and so many problems with this building that it is virtually an emergency. So we'll wander around now and I'll show you some reasons why, okay? This is the side of the building, but I wanted you to see what the building is actually made of so you can understand some of the problems. Inside the walls of this building is a series of sticks and wooden beams, or wood, pieces of wood at any rate, which are coated over with wattle, which is to say it's mud and stone. The entire structure is like this. There are a lot of different examples of the problem here to show you, and I won't show you all of them. But this is the external wall of the building. And you can see from top to bottom that there's a structural crack. Occasionally they try to cover it with cosmetics. For example, a little bit of thin layer of cement on these sorts of spots. But the fact of the matter is that it is cracked from top to bottom. This is a typical window. There is no glass. The shutters are not much help. When they're nailed shut, they're a little bit of security. You want to notice that the building fails every time it's around an opening. If you can look down here, you'll see the loss of structure. It's been filled in here and there, but the fact is that the building tilts this way and it puts pressure on the building. You'll see this in all kinds of places. This is the front door. This is the door that faces the street. There is a large emphasis in Uganda, for real good reasons, on security, especially with children, and most especially with orphans. There's been a lot of kidnapping here, and there needs to be security where children are. I don't know if there's a way to show you this, but this is not secure. The problem, again, as you can see, is the structure of it. It's simply come out. Again, every time the building leans, or can lean, it does, and you get this sort of damage here in the sandstone and the mud. This is one of the windows that's open. This is supposed security. I've been told that this could be ripped right out with no problem, and I certainly believe that. There is a problem in Uganda with malaria. And when this window is open at night to let in any kind of cool, it also lets in an army of mosquitoes, certainly some of which are carrying malaria. Professionals have said that it's not a matter of if this building falls down, it's a matter of when it does. The question that we all have, and certainly the volunteers have, is whether or not that's going to be quickly or not, and whether or not the children will be in it or not at the time. So now we're inside the building. There's so much to show you. For one thing, if we can pan up and see that darkness over the light painted interior, that, folks, is mud. That dried mud, which is not filled up with pebbles or dirt or anything like it, is what literally holds up much of these internal walls against the beams that hold up the roof. That is the state of things above the door. Again, you'll notice anytime we're around an opening, chaos begins. The corner is another thing of beauty. You can see that it's shifted and it's fallen out. There is some brick that's been put in there. You see the inner wooden structure of the original building, and you see that it's broken right in that corner. Just as probably a more dramatic example of what happens to these walls. That one is probably the granddaddy of the internal cracks. It's on its way down, and will certainly get to the floor in a short while. The professionals have indicated that it's just a question of which crack has this thing cross over the critical line of support. And of course, we believe that it shouldn't have the chance to get anywhere near that. There are 9 kids who sleep in this building every night. So, what Dan Hall and I have devised is a commitment to raise enough funds to take this building, albeit a historical landmark, to the ground and build a new, safe building in its place. We have been told that that's going to cost $15,000 in American money. And in plain language, it's a matter of safety and danger. We don't think this building should be here one more minute than can be helped. Obviously, we need help in raising that amount. What we're asking is that all of you who have seen this, just think about what you've seen and try to think about how little it would actually take from a number of us to raise the money to get this thing changed to a place where 9 boys can stay in safety. Thanks very much for watching all of this. I appreciate your time. And again, I just want to repeat that this is a relatively compact and quick job that can be done that will make a significant difference. And I hope you'll think about helping out. Thanks a lot. I should add that the Uganda Rural Fund is an American nonprofit corporation. It's a 501c3, which means that all gifts to the URF are tax deductible. Our goal, quite frankly, is to have the money raised and this building torn down and rebuilt as a safe structure by Christmas. We hope that you'll help us make that happen. Thanks again.